Innovation Success Stories. I'm Josephine Fitzpatrick. So this week we're going to talk about one of my clients who is doing absolutely amazing after a long battle of struggle. And all she did was change her mindset and stop self-sabotaging herself. Okay, so let's talk about how she did it. Well, she is 40 years old. She lost 25 pounds. She looks amazing. And this was after a really long time of really struggling. She was mentally in such a bad place because for months she was on program and she would lose a couple of pounds, gain it back, lose a couple of pounds, gain it back. And why this happened was because she would get into the mindset of self-sabotage. She would say to herself, I can't do this, I'm hungry. You know, all the things we tell ourselves like, oh, well, this is healthy, so it's not gonna matter. Well, it's gonna matter because it's extra food. It's more food than what you need to lose weight, okay? Always have to remember, in order to lose weight, you gotta take in less than what your body needs. That's what creates the hunger. That's what creates the weight loss. When your body's hungry and it wants more and you don't feed it, it takes from the stored fat. That's what creates the scale to go down, okay? It's a sequence of events, but you have to follow them. This is how we changed it. She sat down with me, we went over, I told her, listen, if you keep thinking negative, that's the results you're gonna get. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about what do you really want? What is your outcome? What do you want to look like? What do you want to feel like? Think about it, visualize it. Now you have to put the work in, okay? And in order to do that, that takes the mental and physical. So we sat down and we went over her mindset and we figured out that it wasn't so much the hunger that was making her go off. She was self-sabotaging herself with her negative thinking. Immediately when she became hungry, and instead of getting past it and having a cup of tea or having water or splitting her snacks through the day, whatever it takes for each person, she would immediately tell herself, I can't do this. I can't do this forever, so why should I continue to do it? But what we have to understand is this is all temporary. And when I explained to her, you put yourself in a position where you're overweight. Now you have to lose that weight. In order to lose that weight, you're going to have to feel that little hunger. That little hunger is only temporary. It's not forever, okay? That little hunger is basically right now getting the weight off. Every time you feel that little hunger and you don't feed into it, your body has to take from its stored fat. That's why when you follow your meals and snacks, whether you're doing the signature innovation or you're doing the 5-hour, when you follow your meals and snacks, if you don't eat more than what's in front of you, than what's on your menu, you will lose the weight, okay? Once she got in that mindset that I can do this, I don't want to keep going backwards, I don't want to keep gaining and losing the same weight, I have to get past the little hunger. In a couple of weeks, she didn't even have that hunger anymore. Her body got used to eating less, okay? So that's another positive. And remember, when your body gets used to eating less, this becomes a way of life, and that's what you want. Now, in her case, she did so great. She ended up losing 25 pounds. She feels amazing, she looks amazing, and now she's able to add food in and she doesn't even want to, okay? That's what happens because your body gets so used to it. But in order for her to get to this point, she had to constantly tell herself every time, it was talking to herself every day in the beginning, especially for the first couple of weeks, I can do this, I don't want to grab it. Yes, I would love to have something else than what I'm eating right now. I would love to have something more than what I'm eating, but I can't because I want to lose weight. And if I do that, I'm just going to have to start over again. If I have more, if I sabotage myself, I'm just going to have to start over again. It's not worth it, okay? As she did week after week and she saw the weight go down every week, that's what really motivated her. She actually ended up motivating herself because she did her self-talk. She talked to herself every day. I can't, I'm not gonna do that. I wanna lose the weight. I wanna feel good. I wanna see the scale go down every week. She did it. After a couple of weeks, mentally, she was so motivated from seeing the number go down. That was helping her stay on. And physically, she didn't even have the hunger pains anymore because her body got used to what she was doing. So that is your light at the end of this tunnel, okay? What you want to look at is you want to go into this. If you want success, you want to go into this thinking, I am mentally going to do this because that's a big part of weight loss. I want to do this, it's important to me, and you will self-talk yourself out of not doing it. You will self-talk yourself out of not having the extra, not grabbing, not going for it just because you want something and it's there. You will talk yourself out of doing that. Okay? You will talk yourself into how much you want this, how good you're going to feel, how good you want to feel, how good you want to look for your next vacation, how good you want to feel for your next vacation, for summer. Everything is right around the corner. You have to do this now. Okay? So start with your self-talk to keep yourself on and to not take yourself off. Then I want you to look at and remember, it's only temporary. The hunger pains will only be temporary. Your body's getting used to it. Once your body gets used to it, they'll be gone, and that's the physical, okay? The physical is you will get used to this new way of life. You will get used to eating less. The mental part is you're going to motivate yourself because you're going to see the scale move every week, okay? But they go hand in hand. You have to eat less, you have to get used to this in order for the scale to go down, in order for that to motivate you, okay? Once we have that, we know what's next. We reach our goal, and then we get to add more food in. And most of the time, you're not even going to want it. Maybe you'll have an extra cheat day. Maybe you'll have an extra cheat meal. But you will feel so good when you get to your goal. You will be so mindful of what you're doing. You will have your new way of life of eating like she does. And you will feel so good. You will not want to go back to your old habits. You will be afraid to go back to your old habits because you're going to love the body you're in. You're going to love how you feel mentally and physically about it, and how you feel mentally and physically about eating, that you're not going to even want that life. And that's what we went over when I saw her today. She's so happy. She loves her life. She loves the way she feels. She loves the way she's eating, and she loves the 25 pounds off her body. So she doesn't even think about adding food in, even though she can. She feels so good with what she's doing, and her body's so used to how she's eating. So it's a win-win. But I'm telling you, if you want to see the weight loss results, get that mindset, get that mental part as strong as the physical part, okay? That's what it takes to lose the weight, okay? So I hope this helps. Of course, you can always reach out to me if you need anything. If you have any questions, I'm always here. I hope everyone has the most amazing, happy, healthy week.